Hello, in this video I'm going to speak about how to write clean regular expressions. People often add redundant things into their regular expressions. Let's have a look at some examples. A lot of people use a limiting quantifier with the minimum threshold set to 1 in order to match a single occurrence of a character. In fact, if they use this pattern, they just match the same as using this pattern. It means that this limiting quantifier with the minimum threshold set to 1 is actually redundant. We can always remove this. If you want to match a string that contains a single lowercase letter, you just use anchors on both ends of this character class. Another example is a pattern like this, which is actually matching HTTP string. Have a look. And we can write this string like this, or like this. Note that this pattern with a limiting quantifier looks less readable. A lot of people use character classes in their patterns. For example, a very simple one that matches A, B, or C. However, a lot of people think that adding commas or pipes does not matter. Well, character classes match any characters that are listed inside them. So this pattern with pipes matches A, B, or C, or a pipe character. You can easily see it here in the test strings. Or if you use commas, they will also be matched. When you use character classes, make sure you are using at least 2 patterns inside it. For example, if you want to match A or B, you use a character class. If you use A inside a character class, the character class is redundant. All you need is just A. So when you use \d to match a digit, it makes no sense to put it inside square brackets. In some regex flavors, it doesn't mean the same. It doesn't make sense to put the \d inside brackets, because even if you wanted to write 1 or more digits, it is enough to write \d plus. Another common regex construct that is overused in patterns is groups. Remember that groups are only necessary when we want to capture a part of a pattern and then use it or access it in some way, or when we want to quantify a group of patterns or use an alternation. In all other cases, we don't need groups, so either remove unnecessary groups or turn them into non-capturing groups. Now let's have a look at a specific regular expression that can be greatly simplified. Here we can simplify a lot of things. First, character classes. Let's remove the character classes around the patterns that only match a single type of character. So white spaces here, non-white spaces here, and so on and so forth. Now we can also remove the quantifiers that only match a single occurrence of a character. Here, this limiting quantifier is redundant because it only matches a single occurrence of this group pattern. Also, we can see that there is a non-capturing group here that does nothing. There is no alternation inside it. It's not quantified. That's why we can safely remove the group here. The same non-capturing group is not necessary here. There are more ways to enhance this regular expression pattern if we have exact requirements. For example, we could match any char other than round brackets between the 2 round brackets, and it would make this expression more efficient. We could also use an optional non-capturing group here, making both whitespace and non-whitespace patterns obligatory. Remember that you can always check the regex explanation on the right. You can check more tips on writing optimal regular expressions in the further links section. And if you liked my video, please click like. and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Thank you for watching and happy regexing!